You're listening to Midwest's most dangerous podcast, LOCPod. That's Left of Center Podcast, Season 18, Episode 11, coming to you live from the NECA IBEW Power in Indiana Lake County Studios.
Good morning. It's Friday. It's another beautiful day in Northwest Indiana.
And nothing going on here.
And we've got like Jill, thank you for trashing the studio this morning.
It's a beautiful bush.
Fuck you, Kevin.
It's a beautiful bush.
I
love it.
Yeah.
What is the... Okay.
That's 100%.
There
Have you ever met one you don't like, though?
That's the title.
Yeah, right.
That's the title. Jill, what do we got here? Because it is, it literally, Joe,
It's
I mean,
like
usually
littered the whole studio.
it is like
But it
shedding. It smells great.
It usually smells like BO in here, and it smells like
It does
BO.
not today.
BO and flowers.
So what did you bring us, and why is it shedding like this?
Well, it's a plant, and things die.
Yeah, but like,
That's how nature works.
But you just
but
brought
like,
it in, and
yeah,
it's
like,
dying
I've
already.
never
Well,
seen
it
Quick,
needs
get
to
this dying bush
It
into
needs
the
to be
studio.
trimmed.
a freshly cut flower shedding like
It's
this.
It needs to be manscaped a little
It's
bit.
a mock orange.
It's manscaping
shrub.
itself.
Is it womanscaping?
Me? I don't
It
know.
is literally manscaping in the studio.
What's it called? Mock orange?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's a
It
shrub.
smells
It's
good.
pretty.
It's a shrub.
Thank you for
It's
bringing
very
it,
pretty.
I think.
It's actively shedding.
No one can see it because you've
Oh.
hit it
Yeah,
from
I mean,
the
no one
camera.
would know that unless you would.
No, it's
you
not
know,
on camera at
stop
all?
fucking
Well, I
saying
mean,
that.
like-
Dude, you can't put it. It's like it's out of the... Kevin put it and you couldn't see me. Dude, you're going to get it in my... Yeah. It
Dude,
literally-
why
It's
is
like
that shedding
like
so
crazy.
much?
Is it supposed to
It's
do that?
delicate.
Where was this grown?
It's in my backyard.
Oh.
In the toxic dump in my
Yeah.
backyard.
Oh, you grew it in the toxic waste dump of
That's
Robert's
right. I
stuff.
forgot you live near.
According to the Chicago Tribune,
Yeah.
I'm surprised you could grow anything there in that radioactive dump you live
You
in.
should see my 11th toe.
I love it.
Oh, boy.
We got a great show today. We've got some updates, some really good LOCPod in the news updates. Mayor's got some stuff to talk about at the police department. We've also got some great national news, like Party Mom gets 35 years. We're going to talk about her.
That's a good story.
George
That's a
Santos,
LOCPod
one of
story.
our favorite people, George Santos in the news, and then one of our favorite people, Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith. We're
All
gonna
right,
talk
we
about
got
him
a
too.
show today.
Yes,
Huh?
so
We'll
stay tuned.
probably talk a little bit of Bears.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely.
I mean, we got to ride this sucker until we got to ride that donkey until it dies.
You said we got 30 days, so we're on like day 28.
Dude, like nobody's gonna listen to LOCPod.
28
in
days left.
28 days. LOCPod's in its final big
Death
audience
throes.
days. Yeah.
The death
Like,
throes of LOCPod.
Hi everybody. 25 days from now, when you probably won't listen to us anymore. So
Put the doomsday countdown on.
Oh, great idea. Like it's like the clock.
LOCPod goes back to normal audience size.
The atomic clock. We just kind of keep getting closer to midnight.
Hey, good friend of mine and Kevin's the other day, he's a fellow attorney, called up and it's like, Mayor. I was like, yeah. He goes, kick rocks.
Ooh.
I'm like, what? He goes,
at least
"You
he's
guys-
listening.
You guys were talking about one of my clients and you didn't even like let everybody know that I'm representing that person. Go kick rocks, Mayor. And I'm like, what the? And it was Paul Strachey.
Love. All right. Strachey's a great guy.
Law
Good
office
lawyer.
of Paul Strachey, great lawyer.
Great lawyer.
Didn't realize, Paul, that when we were talking about the Winfield case the other day.
Oh.
He represents
with the missing money.
Yes, and I said, Paul, we didn't want to get into the details.
So he was the defense lawyer licking his chops at the missing
Yes,
money.
he is the defense lawyer licking his chops at missing money. And I didn't have the heart to tell Paul that if he was a sponsor, we would have mentioned his name.
Oh,
but-
see?
That's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, like Johnny Law. When Johnny Law has clients, we mention
We
it.
talk
right?
about it.
Paul Strachey has great clients, right? But we're not gonna mention it until Paul becomes a sponsor of LOCPod. So you
Sorry,
know,
Strachey, man.
you know,
Come on, man.
those reads would be so good.
Strachey's
Paul.
a good guy. Good lawyer and a great law firm.
When I was a brand new lawyer, Paul was a few years longer than me. So I bet you probably mid-90s he became a lawyer, right?
I think that's about right.
Yeah,
we're
you
about the same age.
right?
Yep.
And then Paul was always, and Kevin, they were always
Started with
great.
Nick Theros, another obviously legendary criminal defense lawyer.
Yeah,
in this area,
and then Paul
so.
sort of taking that mantra on to himself as well.
Yep.
He's just done a great job, opened his own law firm down there in Crown Point, and we're already giving you a commercial, Paul. You may as well go ahead and sponsor.
I think
the
you
show.
send him an invoice at this point. For sure.
I mean, that's what $300 already.
Steve, make sure to send Strachey an invoice, please. But
Thanks, Paul, for listening.
Absolutely.
By the way, a lot of people. Paul was listening to the show with James Snyder, and a lot of people. I got a lot of people that listen to that show.
Well, I mean, that was honestly his. We were given the opportunity to have him on to tell a story. I mean, it's hard to say no, especially since we were the first outlet to get him actually like an interview.
And
Since
you
that
know,
all
Kev,
went down.
See, like when we first started the show, guys, it was interesting because it was mostly focused on the Democrats. And I think the Democrats were comfortable coming in here, but we could never get Republicans to come in here. And James wasn't the first Republican that came in here. But like, I think that we're showing people that if you come into our studio, we're going to be nice to you.
Well, I don't know. I don't think, maybe not. I mean, absolutely nice, I guess.
I don't want to like.
What I want to say is we're going to be fair with you, right?
Yes.
I mean, like, I don't think we're going to, I mean, I feel like I still want to ask tough questions. But I'm not going to be rude.
We're not going to like booby trap you though.
Right. And by the way, I think over time, maybe people originally thought, oh, this is going to be a partisan show. And don't get me wrong, I think we definitely lean left of center.
Mm-hmm.
But
it doesn't mean
it doesn't mean that we can't interview great Republicans. We've had a lot of really good folks from the GOP on here. I remember like when that state rep came on with Mike Andrade. Right? Like all these guys.
Didn't we have the Chairman Niemeyer in here once also?
We did. Yeah, when he was running.
Right.
We had Councilman Niemeyer in here.
Right.
Yeah. So
I mean,
come on in.
Come
on in, Governor Braun.
Honestly,
we're ready.
I'd love to get Governor Braun on here. Speaker Houston.
Fun. Yeah, that'd be great.
Honestly, I
want to get Mike Andrade back.
Once we close this deal, I think that we're going to get a lot. We're going to get the Caleb Williams of the world and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Caleb, we got your seat right here, and it's covered in flowers right now.
It will clean it up, but you can.
I mean, we're not going to let Caleb zoom in either. He's going to have to come to.
He's going to have to come in.
Yeah.
For sure. We'll have to make sure the air is working that day.
Man, I'm telling you, Kev, I am on ice, man.
Well, good.
I just. It's like
you're
I'm
nervous.
in the waiting room, and my daughter's in there about to give birth, and you're just like pacing.
That's
back
how you
and forth.
described it, because you're like, I don't know what's going on in there, but I want to know what's going on.
I don't,
and I'm excited.
And I'm not inserting myself because I don't want to screw things up. I'm just like, I already think I did my job. I mean, it's like, you know what? When I was in law school, Kev, and I'm sure you felt this way because you're prepared, just like I'm prepared. I always felt like walking into the final, law school finals are 100%, Joe. You don't have a test. You don't have homework. You just like go through the whole semester and they're just piling information on. And then at the end of the semester, they give you one test, 100% of your grade. If you have a bad day, you're fucked.
Yep.
Right. So like, I would always be totally calm on that day. I'm just like rolling in. I'm like, I did everything. I'm like totally prepared, and that's how I feel with the whole Bears situation is like, we've done everything we can. I've done everything I can. I know my team's done everything they can. I know the state's gone above and beyond. I mean, Governor Braun, above and beyond. Todd Houston, Speaker Bray, above and beyond. Like Jim McGough, above and beyond. Like we've done everything that we could possibly. Senator Mishler. We've done everything we can do to possibly bring this amazing organization to Northwest Indiana. And it's just like, and I think it's the best deal they could possibly make. And if they don't say yes, then, it's not like we didn't do something.
I think you're right about that. And our local delegation too. I mean, that's the thing. And we said this last episode. That's the thing about this that I love the most is just, it's been a great bipartisan effort because of how important it's going to be to the state if we can get this thing done.
If this happens, I'm telling you, I'm going to be like a key player for the supermajority, and it's funny to say that. I'm gonna be. I promised the Speaker of the House, Todd Houston, who I think him and I developed a relationship, which is nice. And I told him, I'm like, I'm gonna be your guy in Northwest Indiana. I'm gonna be the guy that's building that place out. I'm gonna make sure it looks like Chicago when we're done. I want it to be without the crime, okay, and without the high taxes,
and without the teen
Jill's looking at me because Jill lives up there.
Without the teen takeovers,
yeah, without the teen takeovers, without the horrible crime problems. Because as soon as I said that, Jill shot me a glance. I saw it. But
she's like, I want my toxic waste dump to still be my toxic waste dump.
Please.
Yeah.
Speaking of elected officials, you went and got to see one of our local great elected officials, Mayor Pete Land, last night.
Yeah, it was really cool. I wish I went up and said hi right before he walked on stage, and Mayor Pete gave a great speech. It's really cool how the state of the cities are evolving, and in Crown Point with Bulldog Park, it is so cool what they can do.
So it's outside.
Yeah, it's outside, but it's underneath that it's a canopy.
Uh-huh.
So even though
is that where the ice rink is? Like that area? Okay.
Yeah, and it was boiling hot yesterday, but when you're under the canopy, it's not boiling hot. Obviously, it's hot, but I had a suit on.
Yeah,
and I was totally comfortable there.
Oh yeah, this is great. Look at that.
He has a huge screen behind him that he's doing like a PowerPoint presentation. And
is that how he did it?
It was like sort of like we do.
Yeah,
it was impromptu. It was like not totally scripted. And he was being funny. I loved it, man.
So it's a little improv. And by the way, Mayor Pete attended yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mayor Pete Land from Crown Point.
By the way, dude, Mayor Pete looks great, doesn't he?
Looks good. He's looking like
skinny as a freaking rail.
And he's a former police officer, correct?
He was the police chief. He was the
Crown
police
Point.
chief for Mayor Uran, and that's how I met Pete at first when he was the police chief. And I think he's a great mayor.
He's doing a great job.
It's a great town. I love Crown Point. And a lot of my family lives in Crown Point, and so I always feel like Crown Point and Hammond are like sister communities, brother sister communities. Of course, Hammond's the brother. I mean, we all know that, but
The older brother.
the older brother.
It is.
I'm just kidding.
Although I bet Crown
I love
Point's older
Crown
than
Point.
Hammond. In
No,
age.
Crown Point's older than
Yeah,
Hammond,
because it's
for
a county
sure.
seat.
Yeah, but like Crown Point is exploding right now. That whole development on the east side of
Yep.
town, along the highway, it's exploding. That's mayor land. I mean, he's closing deals. He's increasing the assessed value. It's
Mayor Dave started not started, but I mean, he was the mayor when a lot of that happened, and Mayor Pete's just continued it. And
Crown Point's
you're right,
such
it
a
is
nice
exploding.
town.
Beautiful town, beautiful city.
like I drive through there, and I'll be honest with you, I get jealous. I'm like, God dang, it must be nice to have all this land. Crown Point.
Well, that's the thing, right? We have to like kind of like when it's like, oh, we want to bring a Starbucks there. We got to like figure out like where we're going to put them.
We're doing a development right now near the Sportsplex, and it's like a jigsaw puzzle,
Right?
Yeah.
It's like who owns this? There's a railroad thing here.
It's amazing we could put 300 acres together. Honestly, if you would have told me before we were working with billionaires, okay, because when you're a billionaire,
Back in the day,
yeah, I never used to think like a billionaire, and I don't think like a billionaire now because I'm not a billionaire, but I hang with billionaires, so I'm getting a little bit of the thought process, right? If you would have come up to me, Jill, and said, Mayor, I got a project, I need 300 acres, I would have said, Jill, we don't have 300 acres in Hammond. You know why, Jill? Because I don't think like a billionaire. That's why. When you're a billionaire, you could just buy shit and demolish it. I don't think like that.
that's true.
Right?
Or like it's like, wait, that's going to be expensive to kind of do this like little study.
And they're
it's
like,
we'll just don't worry about it.
How much is that? And I'm
Kevin,
like,
don't worry about
$25 million, Mr. Billionaire. And they're like, psh, 25 million. I'm going to demolish that. That's going to be my helipad, right? So like, I don't think like a billionaire. I think we've all.
It's fun to just hang out a little bit with them, right?
I've been hanging with billionaires a little bit.
Wow, look at you.
I'm not wealthier, but
No.
I feel wealthier. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like,
mentally you are.
I'm operating at a different level.
It's kind of like rubbing off a little bit.
A little bit.
Just like
yeah.
the trails of the billionaires.
Yeah.
This is Left to Center, the working class podcast.
It's good. It's good, like mentorship. Hang out with billionaire and teach me.
But you're still a man of the people.
Of course.
You're a mayor of a city that's a
Blue collar,
diverse city.
And we've been saying that. And I got a report yesterday. You weren't there for this, about the tax losses that we're going to experience when SB1 goes into effect.
Yeah.
And we've been saying all along that in Hammond, we think that because what is being asked upon us is we're going to shift basically to local taxation, which sucks for locals because we're going to be the ones that are taxing you with an income tax, right?
And blamed.
But the interesting thing about Hammond is we're a working town, meaning we don't have high unemployment. Hammond's a working blue collar town, which is great for the Bears. It's great because the Bears are a blue collar organization and they're moving to a blue collar town with low unemployment because our people bust ass and they have jobs and they wake up at 6 a.m. They go to work and they come home tired and coach their teams. But the reason I'm saying this is we got a report yesterday that showed that if we did enact a local income tax, it's going to be effective, meaning we could cover our losses. And not every city in the region can say that. Some cities in the region, they're going to just lose. And then even if they max out the municipal income tax, they still are facing drastic cuts. And in Hammond, because we're a working class community, we can cover it, which is great. And it means we're not going to have to massively downsize our police force or fire department.
Yeah, and the one thing, obviously Hammond's my hometown. It's been like all of us. And the one thing I've always loved about it is you have strata of income from folks that are working and working hard to just get by. Right?
Yeah.
To people that
I do love that
are wealthy, and it's like to me it's a great place to be because you really don't forget, like you're not like you're not removed from the reality of life.
Hammond is
it's
like a snapshot of America to me.
I agree
it really
with
is super diverse.
Yeah.
Like America, like diverse income wise. Like you said, we have very wealthy people in Hammond. We have people that are barely making it. We have a lot of seniors on fixed incomes, but it's like
diverse business wise. You have like
business wise.
We're not industrial all the way down to mom and pop. Right.
I'm not trying to diss other communities, but some communities are all in on steel. Some communities are all in on industry. Hammond is not really. We have commercial. We have retail.
Well, some suburban communities are like, we don't want any industry or manufacturing. We're just all retail. We look like a strip mall, and it's no offense to anybody. That's the reality of different communities. And
I'm proud of us, man. This has been a rough time for Hammond going through this whole process, and I think that we've held our own. We did a good job. I just want to thank the state of Indiana. I want to thank Governor Braun, the supermajority Speaker Houston,
for giving you
Senator
the opportunity.
Mishler, Senator Bray. the Mike Andrade, our local reps, Earl Harris, like everybody's just done
Carolyn Jackson, all of them. Yeah.
Everybody's just done such a great job, and the Republicans and Democrats came together, which you just don't see. It's just amazing.
Well, one of the things you talked about yesterday, and we're going to talk about police promotions real quick because this was a big event in the city yesterday, and it was really well put on, by the way. So kudos to Jill and everybody at the Sportsplex, and to you, Mayor. This was you said something at your speech that I thought really rang true. You're like, look, do you think if we had like a crappy police department or corrupt police department or bad police department, do you think an organization, a world-class organization like the Bears would be even looking at our city?
No.
And the answer is no, right? And it
was not lost on me.
Yeah, I mean, talk about what yesterday was, because this was a big deal.
We promoted 14 police officers yesterday, and that's almost 10% of the department got promoted yesterday. And it sounds like, okay, whatever, 14. But the thing is, we researched the heck out of every one of those promotions. I'm not even kidding when I tell you I've been thinking about this and working on this for at least the last 6 months. No, first off, knowing that my police chief was going to. That was Jill taking that picture. That's a good picture,
photo
Jill.
Credit, Jill Gajewski.
That's a good picture, Jill.
Listen, we
it.
put it on that court because it's the police court, and I made it upstairs, and I went, son of a bitch, they covered the
Who put the runner?
Who put the safety runner over the cable?
Safety shit. You could have gone safety on the outside.
John did.
Yeah, John.
It's an IT
It
move.
didn't strike anybody not to cover the FOP banner, right?
I am OCD. That would have never happened if I was there.
I agree with that.
Right.
You're right.
But so anyway, the 14 promotions yesterday. My chief of police at the time was Andy Short. He was historical figure in Hammond. He's a great guy. Andy and Jeff have been partners from the day they started on the police department, and Jeff was Andy's assistant chief. Andy retired. It's only right that Jeff takes over. But when you do this, it creates a vacancy at the top that has to be filled by an assistant chief, and then the captain has to be filled, and then it just like works its way all the way through the ranks.
Which is, in a way, I think when you have leadership change like that, it's I had a feeling yesterday that it was like kind of a refreshing or kind of like a good feeling for the police department, because you see all this movement. And you're like, if you're just like a new officer, you're like, man, someday, that could be me. I can move through the ranks. I saw
that yesterday. You could tell young officers. First off, it was very well attended, right?
Agree.
There was a couple hundred people there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the police officers were there. I thought that was really nice. Mm-hmm. Even though they weren't getting promoted, they were standing in the back. I thought that was really nice. All the officers were dressed up nice. I wore a suit. It was just a really nice ceremony. We did it in the Sportsplex on the FOP's basketball court, and it's just really cool to see the new chief take over, Jeff Long, the new assistant chief take over, Chris Godey, and a host of new captains, a host of new lieutenants. It was just a really cool experience, and I just want to say congratulations to all the officers, and it's an honor to be your mayor. And let's go get the Bears, and once we do, we'll probably increase our police force. I'm saying 20. I don't know. I mean, we need to increase our police force. If we get the Bears, we need to increase the police force. We probably need to increase the fire force too. So this is a good thing for all of us. It's a good thing for the officers. It's a good thing for the city.
Speaking of the Bears, I think on Tuesday, you made some comments that Chicago News picked up on, and it was really good for LOCPod.
Yeah,
and our sponsors. I saw here's a picture. Wait, John,
There's a picture?
There's a picture of there you go. So a couple things I love about
Look
this
at
photo.
219 Development, Bauer Construction.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
I texted them. I was like, I think you got some really good Chicago press today.
How about Snoop Dogg in the corner there?
And Jason Gore.
And Jason Gore for sheriff. You're welcome.
Snoop made
Jason Gore for sheriff. They're a couple weeks too late. Sorry, man.
Snoop in the barber chair with the
What are we doing?
And by the way, look at this is the medium quality entertainment part.
National
John.
News. Is that Snoop Dogg? Yeah, that's Snoop Dogg.
And look how cool in the top left of this. Like it says Left of Center Podcast.
We've been talking about that. See, we've been talking about that. CBS News. Thank you very much.
Wow, we've made it barely.
For covering it. I'm glad I was wearing a nice shirt that day. That could have been a dead shirt easily, right?
Sure.
I have to start watching it now.
Yeah,
I got to start dressing more appropriately.
You're a known commodity in the Chicago land.
I can't come in with my
Don't
dead
change.
shirt.
Don't change anything.
I know, but right now, Jill, I can't be wearing a dead shirt.
You're right. You could be.
It could go viral.
You
That's
had
my
a
luck.
dead shirt when they were courting
At least
you?
today you'll be wearing an Irish shirt.
I did.
Which is nice. Everyone's going to know you're a Notre Dame fan. All right, this is good. This was actually, again, some really good studio shots here on ABC 7 Chicago.
Nice.
check it out.
That some kind of deal can be struck to keep the Bears in Illinois, but after lawmakers went home for the summer without passing legislation for a Bears stadium, Hammond believes it should get the Bears full attention now.
They're making a huge mistake if they don't choose
Boom.
Hammond.
Terrible
In my
shot,
opinion.
Hammond Mayor Tom McDermott hoping the Bears will learn a lesson from what
Okay,
What
there's
else
a
do we
little
have?
shot. Yeah,
All
keep
right.
going.
I'm going to go up
That's
to
Miss Sirsik.
35 here. All right.
heights.
Let's just be honest. They can't get it done. They haven't gotten it done. They're not going to get it done.
The Chicagoland
I love
Chamber
that
of
quote.
Commerce
That was-
president
Any
and
more,
city-
John?
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
impromptu. That quote got quoted. They can't get it done. They haven't got it. They
Look
haven't
at us.
got it done. They're not going to get it done. Yeah,
Coming
look
on
at.
the left of
Power
Center
in-
podcast that he
Hey!
co-hosts Springfield Legislative
That's
Fumble
right,
Edition.
baby.
Why do I look terrible in every shot?
You look great, dude. Very sexy, dude.
Yeah, you look good, dude. Jana got a good one.
Jana, yeah.
No.
Look at that.
Look at
Power
that.
in
Look at
Indiana.
studio.
Power in Indiana.
Left
Thank
of
you.
Center
You're
podcast,
welcome.
top right.
Dude, that's worth another 5 years of sponsorship
we probably got
right
like
there.
3 new viewers out of this.
Yeah, how many more followers do we have now?
Right.
Steve?
Yeah.
Is Steve watching the stats?
I think it's time to get
Is
that
Steve awake?
that stupid white deer off the wall, don't you think?
Yes.
It's
Speaking of
time.
Crown Point.
Yeah, speaking of Crown Point.
You're going
Well,
to kill snow again?
Yes.
Yes, it's going to fall on
Remember
one
how
of
many
these
people we
days.
pissed off?
Oh, my.
They were mad about that. Everybody's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, Snow got killed," and we're like, "Fox, no, we're gonna."
You were like, we're going to eat its meat and all this shit.
It was
Crown
bad.
Point's still
let's
pissed
not
off.
let's not remind our
Yeah.
friends in
Thanks.
Crown Point that
I
we
love,
offended
I
them.
love my friends in Crown Point, and that deer tasted so good.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
What else we got, John?
What's going on here?
Oh, this was a reel on Facebook by that same reporter. This is kind of cool.
Lawmakers in Illinois to pass legislation that the team wanted in order to move ahead with building a new multi-billion-dollar domed stadium in Arlington Heights. Hammond Mayor Tom McDermott saying today on
Yes!
the Left of Center podcast
Yes!
that the Bears would, quote, be making a huge mistake if they don't choose Hammond. He went on to
Yeah,
Love it.
he had to criticize Chicago media.
He went on to talk about eating deer meat from albino deer.
Yeah, and say f the deer.
This is the Midwest Most Dangerous Podcast.
Yes.
Something, man. Yeah.
Venison's delicious.
Oh, that was cool.
Especially white venison. You
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Extra lean.
Extra lean. Yeah.
You know,
the
another-
blonde venison.
Another media outlet that you had this great interview
Albino
with Abdul.
venison. Yeah.
Abdul Shabazz, which is
We love
Abdul's been
Abdul.
on the pod several times.
Dude, we got to get him on. I keep
I
saying
agree.
this, and then I go off the air and I forget about it.
Where's Steve?
I was just on his show the other day, so it's time to.
And that was, I think, exactly what this was. John, if you click that link there, it goes to the article, and it's a really in-depth kind of article about your interview with Abdul, kind of talking about the same things you just mentioned on those clips we said. So interesting stuff.
Yeah, it was a
Great media day for Left of Center.
I'm like, honestly, it's gonna be a rough month. Like waiting this thing out. I can't. I
How
mean,
are we-
seriously, what is it? It's a freaking fifth.
How relieved are you going to be like when they just make a decision either way?
I'm just gonna like go away in my RV if it's bad news. Like if it's bad news, I'm gonna be rough.
Oh, you're going to have a second podcast?
I will.
Yeah.
This one worked out well, Joe.
This is true. We're going to be on Mondays and Wednesdays on a different one.
Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays on another show. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So
Well,
it's gonna be a long month.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep our fingers crossed.
You never know. Maybe it goes down sooner, but
At least you're prepared for like a little bit of a wait, like you said in the paper. 30 days.
all along, I have to say the Bears all along have been straight up with us. When I was on the score the other day, they thought I was going to be offended about the whole Brandon Johnson thing. That Brandon Johnson came out and said that he was talking to the Bears last week about keeping the Soldier Field or keeping the next field on the lakefront, right? And they thought I was going to be offended by that. And I was like, if I was the Bears, I'd be doing the same thing. I mean, they've played for decades on the lakefront. Of course, if the mayor wants to talk to him, they're going to hear what he has to say.
Yep.
And then they have to decide if this is even possible because they've heard it all in Illinois and none of it's happened.
Yeah, I mean, if obviously we don't have any inside info, but if I was the Bear, I'm just thinking like if I was the Bears, I'd be thinking like, oh well, if I say no to Indiana, we really don't have an offer over here, and what am I going to do? Then I'm at the whim of the Illinois legislature.
That's what I love about
I'm
it.
at the whim of a bill that hasn't passed.
It hasn't in 3.5 years.
Right. So now you're talking about 4.5.
And we're like their girlfriend right now, right? We're like the girlfriend of the Bears right now, and one day you're
Hopefully
like
a real good-looking one.
we are a good-looking girlfriend. We're rough around the edges, but
Toxic stuff.
But the Bears have to make a decision. Are we good enough? You know, and
Yeah. Can I take her to prom?
yes, you could take us to
Can
prom.
I ask you to prom?
We'll be great prom dates.
Yeah. Oh, fun.
Fun for sure.
Can you make it to second base?
That's
On the first date.
I
It's
was going to
the
say
region.
no.
Jesus.
Tom's like, yeah.
On the first date, we're from the region.
Tom's got his shirt up already. We should do that on Left of Center. Just shirtless Tom.
He's done that before.
That's right. Not on the
Yes,
show.
he has.
Not on the
Yes.
show.
I think
I'm
you
not afraid to
did.
take off
If
my
the
shirt.
Bears choose him and Tom goes topless on LOCPod, how about that?
Oh,
That's
no.
fine.
Wow, you
I'll do
heard it
push-ups.
here.
I'll do push-ups on this table.
There you go.
And push-ups meaning 3.
All right, chat. Remember this. Remember this moment.
Push-ups on the table if the
Topless.
Bears go. Topless push-ups
Second
right here.
base right here. with
And
the mayor.
amongst all these nasty flowers everywhere. So,
The Bears are going to choose him
these
just to see that.
these radioactive flowers that are all
I
over
think
the
you've just
studio.
convinced them.
I love
Yeah.
the flowers, Joe. I love the flowers, Joe.
All right.
All right, let's do some ads. We're going to come back and talk about the Los Gatos party mom. Am I even saying that right? Is it Los Gatos? Los Gatos?
You say it like a
In the
white
most
dude.
I say it
Caucasian
from a
way
guy from the
possible.
Midwest.
Los
You do.
Gatos.
Los Gatos. Yeah, you said John said it the right
I'm not
way.
from.
Where you
How's
from?
it, John?
Los Gatos.
Los Gatos.
Oh, there you go.
Los Gatos.
You got the flannel shirt.
That's right.
You say
Yeah,
much
man.
better than
That's
me.
Offending
that's how I-
people.
No, that's how I grew up. No, that's how
man.
I grew up.
That's no doubt.
When I grew up, yeah, when I grew up, honestly, like when I grew up, it was that was, I grew up in that environment. It was a very
In the Gatos
El
environment.
Caminos.
well. It was when I grew up, where I grew up, it was a lot of Spanish speaking, and then my school was a bus school. They actually bused people from different parts of the area I lived in to forcibly
Integrate.
Oh,
integrate
wow.
our school. Yeah, and we had
Interesting.
kids from like kids that got bused like 45 minutes to get to our
Wow.
school, and they were like, it was like an experiment. They were seeing how it worked out, and
Wow.
it was weird. It was good for me to grow up around. It was a very diverse school I went
Yeah.
to, but there was a lot of tension
Yeah, and I would think a lot of
between the Spanish community
cliques
and
and
the
stuff,
and the
yeah.
white kids. And,
Yeah,
yeah. It was growing up. It was. Yeah.
All right, so you wouldn't say it as white as I would. Los Gatos.
You said Los Gatos. Yeah.
Sorry,
Los
showing my
Gatos.
Midwesterny.
Los Gatos.
Los
Los
Gatos.
Gatos. Party mom sentenced 35 years. Yeah, Los Gatos. I don't even know where Los Gatos is.
We're
I
gonna
don't
find
either.
out.
What is a
Find
gato?
out.
Is that the gates?
I think it's
I thought it was
Gator.
like a gator.
The gates?
I thought it was like
Is
an
that a
alligator.
cat?
I'm gonna say. Can somebody look that up? I'm
That's
gonna
not a
say
cat?
the gates.
Wait, how do you
I
say
think
cat?
it's the gates.
It's
Like
cat. I took French too.
Oh!
Screw you guys.
I think it means a whale's vagina. Actually.
There we go. That's the title.
is it? It is cat. Los Gatos.
It is.
The cat.
It is
The
cat.
cats.
You're right.
Yeah.
That shows you how terrible.
I took Spanish 1 4 years in a row. I should have remembered that.
You should have. That would be one of the.
I was a
things you would-
TA for 3 of the years. Thank you.
Let's do some ads.
I'm excellent at Spanish 1.
You
Spanish
didn't-
2.
Are you?
Just don't ask
Did
him
you
what
not
the, what the
cover
word for
cat
cat
You're
is.
right. Gatos is cat.
All right, how
Good
about
job.
dog?
Is gatos French? Also,
No.
one of
No.
those words that-
No.
No. I was wondering because
The
you got
word
it. You
for
picked
cat?
up. So like the Latin word.
Why
What's
does
the word for
anyone
dog?
watch this show?
I don't.
What is the dog?
I'm asking you, Spanish one. What's
Dude,
dog?
I don't fucking
I think it's
remember.
pantalones.
That's it. That's it. Come here, los pantalones.
rough.
The dog's like confused.
Bad pantalones.
Everybody's looking at you. Dog's confused.
We're losing the Bears
boy.
right now.
Yeah, that's it.
They're gone.
They're like, yeah. So anyway,
Let's do some ads.
back
That's what we're
to
waiting on.
ads. Yeah.
Yes, back to ads. Start ads.
Let's go. Power in Indiana, Lake County. We gave you a
Barrow.
ABC 7 exposure yesterday. Thank you. You're welcome, Power in Indiana,
What's
Lake
Bears
County.
in Spanish?
Oh, these are all.
Things we should know.
Dude, I forgot all my Spanish 1.
Should know that.
Power in Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's most trusted electricians. At Power in Indiana Lake County, we set the standard for excellence in electrical work. As IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors, we ensure safety, reliability, and quality for Northwest Indiana corporations, businesses, and homes. But our mission goes beyond the job site. We're creating a brighter future for the region we proudly serve. Powering Indiana Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community. Find the right electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
The Bug Guys Pest Control. Hammond, where the wind off Lake Michigan hits harder than a Bears goal line stand in December, and traffic on the Borman feels like a full-blown blitz. The Bug Guys are your hometown pest defense, knocking out ants like they're clocking in for a long shift at the fire station, kicking roaches off your kitchen counter like they tried cutting through Calumet Avenue at 5 p.m., and sending spiders out of your basement faster than a plow truck on the first big snowfall, because around here, if it crawls, buzzes, bites, it's playing on the wrong field. And the bug guys bring that monsters of the Midway energy straight to your home. Bear down, bugs out. The Bug Guys Pest Control, 219-810-7481.
Calumet Brewing, this Bud's for you. For 150 years, Budweiser has been farmed, brewed, bottled, and enjoyed across America. Thanks to hardworking Americans and the highest quality American farmed ingredients, we're not just made in America, we're made of America. Budweiser is also the official beer of the Chicago Cubs, who almost lost 9 home games in a row yesterday, but somehow came back in the 9th inning and will be celebrating along their 150th anniversary this season. Go Cubs, go! I say that with,
mocking.
Yes, a little bit. Enjoy beers and cheers to 150 years responsibly.
I saw the guys from Calumet Brewing yesterday at Mayor Land's event.
Nice.
And I told them, you guys sponsored the Cubs in one of the worst years. It's like we have to read that thing off each show. It's like the Cubs.
Maybe last night is what we needed. Just to get it going again.
Sorry ass, overpaid.
Great comeback in the 9th last night.
Whatever.
Just enough to get me to watch them again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin texts me, hey, you watching this? I'm like, nope.
I was like, good.
I'm a every pitch guy. I'll watch every freaking game.
Yeah, I know.
Right? I just can't. It's like if you went to your favorite restaurant and they spit in your food and you went back the next day, you're a sucker, right? The Cubs are spitting in my food right now. That's the way I feel.
I love that.
I think last night was a great, hopefully a building block, a stepping stone to 9 more in a row.
Maybe just one more in a row.
I would take that. I would take that.
I don't think it's going to be one more. For decades, the Ron J. Pressemer Insurance Agency has been located right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all your insurance needs. The Pressemer Agency specializes in a wide range of insurance products and services, including auto, home, business, life, and more. The Pressemer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie today at 219-844-0103. They're here to protect what matters most to you. Hablamos Español.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly micro-brewery with a spacious taproom, an outdoor patio serving its award-winning craft beer, a chef-driven food menu, and craft cocktails on draft. Their brewing equipment and production facility offer a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With their amazing food truck, they can cater to your corporate and private events off-site, just off 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit. Let them show you that customer service is their top priority. Check out more at bywaybrewing.beer.
Tortillas Nuevo Leon is the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for Tortillas Nuevo Leon's popular red and white label at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia de todo corazón. Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas con amor, para ti y tu familia, de todo corazón.
Thank you to our sponsors.
Including our studio sponsor, Power in Indiana, Lake County. Speaking of that jingle, I saw Eli.
Oh,
recently.
no way.
He said, tell Mayor Tom I said, hey.
God, I haven't
he
seen
was
him.
he plays at 313.
Yeah, that's
tap
where
room
last
once in a
time I
while.
saw him,
And
that's where he was.
that's where I saw him.
Man, we got to get him on the show.
I would love to see him.
He was a regular on the early seasons, and he'd come in and play songs at the end of the show. It was awesome.
Representative
Were you
Andrade
with us
brought him
when
in.
he would come in, Jill, or were you still not
pre-
on?
Jill?
I think I might have, for one.
Yeah.
But I also saw him at 3-1.
Yeah.
Last year.
He's such a great guy.
Real good guy.
He's like a sweetheart all the time.
He's
always
like one of those
smiling and
big teddy bears.
Yeah.
He's a big dude, and he's just always so friendly.
I'm jealous
Love
of
that
people
guy.
like that.
Yeah.
Because
Just
I'm walking around sour and pissed off all the time, and I'm like, how does this guy
Stay
so
away
happy?
from the mayor.
Yeah.
With as much runways we've gotten with that song, do you think he regrets selling it to us? For like, it was like $100 or something.
It's his biggest hit.
Too late now.
He never cashed a
Jingle.
check.
He never did.
No,
No.
he just said he never cashed a check.
Wow.
Because he's going to sue us for millions.
He's waiting. He's waiting for us
He's
to hit
like,
it big
these guys
time.
are violating copyright every
What are
show.
they, he's like, what are they in season 18? They still haven't made it.
Yeah, he's waiting for us to hit it big. Freaking humongous
Good
lawsuit.
Lord.
God damn, when are these guys going to make it? Freaking losers are still doing this.
If anything, we're gonna be cutting him a smaller check.
Yes.
Yeah, it's getting smaller.
It's getting started.
Hey, man, could you return that check?
The present value of money has made that check worth about $82 right now. So. All right, we got a couple. This is crazy. You want to say it?
Los
Did you figure
Gatos.
out how to say bears yet?
Yeah.
What?
Orejas.
That's ears.
It's oreja. Yeah, that's eye.
That's
I-
ears.
Oh, shit. That is ears. Hold on.
Go ears.
Go ears.
Go ears, go. Go ears, go.
Oh, thanks, John.
So.
All you have to do is type in a 5-letter word.
I did.
No, you didn't.
You missed the first one. It was not bears. It's ears. Yeah. Like you missed the B.
I can't wait for
What did you
Orejas
say,
to build
Tom?
here in Hampton.
Go ears, go.
Yeah.
Go ears.
The bears
go.
are not going to come if we keep this shit up.
But we can get the ears.
All right.
Why are we so happy
Los
today?
Gatos party. Did I say that okay? Los
Gatos.
Thank you.
Yes.
Party mom. By the way, I thought when I first saw this article, I was like, oh, I can't wait to see what she looks like. The party mom's got to be,
Right.
hot or something.
You would think.
Nope.
She's-
Wait, is this
She's
her?
not hot?
Yes.
No, that's her after all this stress of
I
being
don't think her
charged
old
criminally.
picture is good.
Oh, yeah, I agree. No wonder she-
Neither.
But like, okay.
Dang.
You don't have to be
How-
hot if you're supplying
Well,
alcohol.
I just when
I
I
agree.
saw that. When
And by the way, you're a kid
after a couple drinks, she's really hot. Is that what you're saying?
for sure.
Isn't it
Okay,
like
hold
that with
on.
any guy?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Jill.
Wow. Unfortunately for the Los Gatos party mom, a judge has sentenced her to 35 years
She's going to look a lot different.
in prison after her conviction for a slew of crimes resulting from hosting drunken sex parties for young teenagers.
You don't see that very often where the woman is seducing young men.
No,
it's usually male teachers or male adults.
I've been
you
seeing
see the-
female teachers.
with
lately.
Sometimes
with
you said.
teenagers.
What do you think the percentage wise? If you looked at all of these underage,
Yeah.
statutory cases, I'd say 75-80% of the time it's the man.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right, but when the women do it, it makes news. Let's put it.
Yeah,
it
that's a
makes
good
more
point.
news.
Especially
Like
if they're
more like
complaining.
It doesn't
sensational
happen
news.
because it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, there you go.
It doesn't. Thank you, Joe.
So
Prove my point.
she also has to register as a sex offender. I think she got convicted of literally like 30 felonies.
But
or
like
something.
really, she gets out. So let's call her 40. Okay, she's going to jail
52.
for 52, going to jail for 85 years.
35.
Okay, 35 years. So she's going to be 87. She gets out ish. Let's call her. She gets out at 80 with good behavior.
Sure.
Okay, and then who cares if you're a sex offender when you're 80, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to affect her.
Just hope she survives,
She
right?
can
I mean,
still throw parties when she's 80.
what the
She'll
San,
be the cool grandma.
this is, by the way,
Los
this
Gatos party grandma.
Los Gatos
How do you
must
say
be in
that?
Santa Clara. Yeah, John, something about ears will come up.
Orejas. You're just like coming up with names.
It must be somewhere near Santa Clara because
Okay, it's in the Bay Area.
Santa
I
Clara,
think it is. It was close. It is in the Bay Area. I don't know exactly where it is, which is funny. I grew up out there.
It says this is the Santa Clara
I
District
was
Attorney
secluded in Napa Valley.
Jeff Rosen said in a statement, "This isn't some fun parent giving sips of wine spritzers to kids. She facilitated dangerous and drunken sex acts with these children. She risked their lives and damaged their psyche. She's not a party mom. Shannon O'Connor is a convicted felon. Shannon O'Connor is a registered sex offender." Apparently, what was proven during trial, she was convicted of this. During a series of parties, she bought Fireball whiskey. That's
That's rough.
Check number one.
Phil's favorite.
Vodka, yeah, that should tell you something. Vodka and condoms for teams mostly aged 14 and
Did
15.
she buy that all at the same time?
I'm going to
You
say
get-
yeah.
You would think.
That's
Vodka, Fireball, pack of condoms. They're
Yeah.
like, whoa, this lady's
It's going to
have
be a big
party.
day. Big night ahead.
I'm always aware when I'm buying things to not look creepy.
Not group them.
Right.
Right.
So if I was doing that, I'd do
So, like-
vodka, Fireball, and then I'd go separately
For the
and
duct
get
tape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duct tape. Anytime you
And
buy
the
your
rubber
duct tape,
gloves.
you buy the duct tape alone every time. You look
The
shitty as
handcuffs
hell.
are separate from the rubber gloves.
Rope.
Are separate from
Face
the rope.
mask.
Bleach.
Ski mask. And bleach. Right. Fertilizer.
Do you have anything that knocks people out real quick? Like,
How many handkerchiefs?
you got to be careful when you're buying things like that.
During
You gotta- separate
so
trips is called
after
for.
she bought these items, she said that they were used for teens, mostly aged 14 to 15, allowed them to drink to the point of vomiting,
Ugh.
then declined to seek medical attention for them, and in some cases she encouraged the drunken teens to have sex with one another or place them into rooms together, including instances where they were too drunk to consent. So now you say
So she wasn't raping them. She was just like facilitating
encouraging
sexual
and facilitating,
activity.
apparently.
Why?
Man.
So she's like, you two should go over there and get on it, right?
Right.
And
Or
she
let
got-
me, but there's no
So
allegation.
she
that
didn't do it herself?
No allegation of that.
She was like a madam.
Yes, I guess, or like a.
Mama son.
Oh, here
Like
we go
going
again.
back to the last
Here
show.
we go. Now you may ask, what's the motive for a 50-year-old woman to do this?
Yeah,
right?
what is the motive?
What is
motive-
the motive,
okay.
Kevin?
O'Connor's lawyer told the court that she threw the parties in an attempt to improve her son's social life
That was nice.
during
did.
the isolated times of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Hey, man, your mom's cool. She got me laid.
At 14.
I like you now. I like you now.
Yeah.
Got to
Your
be a
mom got me.
6-foot violation. I mean, there's no way they're 6 feet away from each other.
Yeah, so poor Shannon O'Connor is going
Wow.
to do some serious time.
Dude, that's crazy.
Where did the Los Gatos part come? Is that
I think that's probably
She's
where she's
from Los
from.
Gatos.
the city. Okay.
Yeah, she's from Los Gatos.
Got
So
it.
some probably,
not a gang
reporter
thing.
gave her that
Got
gave
it.
her that moniker.
Got it.
Here's another.
So they name a city after cats? Los Gatos.
Yeah.
Well,
The cats.
I'm sure there's a lot. What's Los Angeles? Is that named after the Angels?
Right. But
We both got that one.
The Angels.
The Angel.
I mean,
An Angelino, I think, if you live there, I heard recently. So, speaking of angels, better or worse angels in our lives, George Santos.
didn't George? Yeah, he did a LOCPod bit for us.
Yes. Two of them.
Two of them.
We paid him twice.
Yeah,
And apparently-
we didn't have to say that. We could have acted like he was doing it.
Well, that's true, but I think
We didn't
people
pay
knew.
him.
People knew.
I think I have it.
Apparently,
Do you?
he's
so.
using our money to bet on Kalshi, which is a what do you call these poly markets? Or
I've never even looked at this.
I haven't either.
I haven't
You guys do it?
No,
Oh.
I've never been.
God dang,
here.
he looks so good there.
Sounds terrible.
Was that was after he got out of prison?
No, this is the first one, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let me play this.
All
here.
right.
Here's George.
This is
Santos.
his message to LOCPod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, LOCPod, George Santos here. Just wanted to stop by to wish you guys congratulations on the success of your podcast. Indiana's most dangerous podcast with over 5 million unique downloads celebrating 30 seasons. That's why you guys are the #1 podcast in Europe and you've received 2 Potties Award. Congratulations and keep up the hard work. Bye.
Now we wouldn't
He's
know if we
nice, isn't
paid
he?
for it, even though Cameo is
Yeah.
is like
We
keeps
could have cut
flashing
that
on
part
the
off.
screen.
We could have cut that part off.
We could have. We could have. You can book
That
him
was
now.
nice of him.
That was nice.
He does seem like. I mean, honestly, if you met him, he seemed like a nice. Oh, is this
He's
the
a
second
criminal.
one?
He's
This
a
is the second
criminal.
one, yeah.
This
Yeah,
guy is
white collar.
Yeah.
Hold
Who
on.
He
isn't at
stole
this point?
money from like a guy who was trying to get
yeah.
a dog cancer. He was like going to help his
I
dog.
know, man.
This
That's
guy's
not-
terrible.
Okay.
He's a
Well,
fraudster.
hello,
Who's a congressman?
hello. It's me, George Santos, and I just wanted to say hello, LOCPod. I know I've been a little busy for the past couple of months, but don't worry. I haven't missed a single episode of Left of Center. And congratulations on the continued success of the pod, the ongoing Potty Awards, and of course for being the #1 rated show amongst my recent friends and I. Let's just say you've got a captive audience, not like they can go anywhere. Now,
Wow.
if you'll excuse me, I'm off to give a TED Talk on brand management. Ta-da! Bye.
Wow.
There you go.
That was the car right after he got out of prison.
Correct.
Yeah,
He
it's the
was,
first thing
just
he did.
out.
He
So
missed us.
Unfortunately for former Congressman George Santos, he may have gotten himself in some more little deep. What would we want to call it? Some more trouble? Maybe.
Maybe.
His betting activity on the prediction market Kalshi has been flagged by federal authorities, according to 2 sources familiar with the investigation. Kalshi alerted the Justice Department about bets that Santos has placed, probably with our money, regarding his attendance at President Donald Trump's State of the Union address in February, according to the sources who were not authorized to discuss the matter publicly. Santos, what he did was he told millions of followers on X that he planned to attend the speech, and then, which is one of many events drawing online bettors at the time. He said, "I'm going to be in the gallery," he said in a video on X, and then he didn't attend. It seems that George bet against himself attending.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Kevin.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys know I follow the market real close, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, is the one that investigates insider trading. And that sounds sort of like what's going on right now. Is they're accusing George of some type of insider trading, right?
Yeah, and
But like, Kevin, this isn't stock market we're talking about.
It is not.
This isn't a security. So
It
like,
is not.
The Securities and Exchange Commission can't be doing this, right?
No, however, I did find out in doing some research that, and by the way, George Santos has said that the basis of the accusation is preposterous. I look forward to supplying any information, blah, blah, blah. So he said that. I do want to mention that. But I did a little research. Kalshi operates, believe it or not, as a federally regulated exchange under the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, which is the CFTC. It's registered as a designated contract market under the Federal Commodity Exchange Act and must comply with federal regulations governing market integrity, fraud, manipulation, surveillance, and reporting.
So it sounds like sort of like the same if you jam somebody up for rigging a sporting event. It's the same.
I think that's right. I think that's exactly
so
right.
So if you're a basketball player and you throw a game because you bet on the game, it's the same kind of thought process.
I think that's right. So
okay.
I think so. What the way that I understand it, and just again doing whatever research I was able to do before the show, it's number one, did Santos actually trade? Apparently, he did.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. 2, whether he knowingly made false statements.
Okay.
So that's a tough one to prove because he'd be like, well, I was planning on going. Here's my ticket, and I got busy. I got sick, or right. So, but if they can prove that there's a text like, I'm going to make big on this. I'm going to win big on this. I'm going to tell everybody I'm going. I'm not going to go. Right. That'd be bad for him.
Right. So when you bet against that, the odds are greater.
Well,
They win.
right.
Yeah. Especially if he came out and said he was going.
Right.
Exactly. So in other words, then that's the next element, Tom. You hit it on the head. Whether those statements were intended to affect market prices.
So he comes out and says that, and
let's say it's
the
even
market,
money at the time,
and then he skews it,
and then he comes out and says, "I'm going."
Right.
Well, then the no, I'm not going becomes better odds.
Right. And then he jumps
on and bets it. Right. So whether the commodities law apply to that conduct, in this case it appears they do, and whether Kalshi's rules expressly prohibit the conduct, which I assume.
Does anybody have Kalshi on their phone?
I do not.
I have never done these sites.
No.
Could you look up real quick what the odds are of the Bears coming to Hammond? Would be on there, right?
Yeah, it would. You'd think.
Could we check that out?
Kalshi odds.
Kalshi odds on the Bears located in Hammond, Indiana.
Wow, this connection's not private.
Yeah.
Can't get on it.
Really?
Oh God, it just hacked our.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let me get on.
There you go.
Interesting.
Or Poly Market is the other one.
Okay.
Yeah. This stuff just seems bad for the soul, man.
Mm-hmm.
This obsession with gambling.
I agree.
You can gamble on anything. You bet on anything.
Young boys, I mean, they get in
That's
early.
the scary thing.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Honestly, I don't think any of my kids gamble. I think Chase does a little bit.
I think Charlie and Ethan do.
Really?
I
sports?
think they do. Yeah.
I think Chase does on sports too, but I don't think he does a lot.
I don't think the kids do either.
But like
I
honestly,
tell them it's dumb.
They grew up when Marissa and I don't gamble at all, so like they grew up in a non-gambling household, so I think that has something to do with it.
I'm guilty of doing a little bit of sports gambling.
Yeah.
And horse.
But you don't. I know one
gambling.
thing about you. You bet like $10.
Yeah, I don't bet a lot. It's more just for fun.
When I did it for a little bit because I think I'm a baseball genius, and I lost my ass.
You're betting against the A's every day, I think, if I remember right. They're having a
that was the
terrible
year, and I was betting against A's every day, and that one did well for me. But I also had this other system that I thought was great, and I fucking lost my ass, dude.
The system.
And then I stopped. I went cold turkey. I was like, I'm fucking done with this shit. And
is this John? Is this?
This is Poly Market, but nothing's coming up for the Bears.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
I'm gonna say 50-50.
Well, we reported the last episode that it switched from when I was telling you I was in Youngstown. And
Ask
people were
somebody out
asking
there.
me. It was 60-40 Illinois on the Friday before the Illinois legislative session ended. And on Monday after the legislature ended, it was 50-50. Or it's 51-49 Indiana.
Hey, our gambling addicts in chat, can you check what the odds are?
We have
for
gambling.
us?
We're big with the gambling addicts. That's one thing.
Just addicts in general.
Yeah, addicts
Yes.
in general, right?
We're big with addicts.
Addicts or LOCPod, big with addicts.
Another market we've cornered.
Yeah.
You want to do some ads and come back? And
Yeah,
we're going to talk about our Lieutenant Governor.
Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith hates Muslims, and we're going to come back and literally that's the name of the segment, and he literally hates Muslims, and he tells you why he hates Muslims. Which
then he says he loves them.
It's interesting for a lieutenant governor to isolate parts of the population like that and alienate and
an entire religion.
An entire religion. I mean,
I feel like he doesn't just hate Muslims.
yeah, he hates a lot of people.
Hates Democrats.
But he hates Muslims, and we're going to talk about it in the third segment, so stick with us. We'll go ahead and start off. And John's going to do the Poly Market and see if we can find out what the odds are right now for the Bears coming to Hammond. Yep. I'm saying 50-50. So
I bet that's about
I'm going to say 51-49. I think they're coming to Hammond. But I'm just going to, I'm not super confident. So I'm going to say 51.
Yeah, this is as of 3 hours ago. A new location in Illinois, a.k.a. Arlington Heights, holds the edge at 50%. But it's since slipped down to 47% and is now neck and neck with Indiana.
So it's about even.
47,
so about
47,
even.
and 3% lakefront?
That must be. It must be the right.
Yeah, staying at Soldier
6%
Field or
lakefront.
not relocating at all is
6%.
virtually dead in the water, priced at a meager 8 cents. I don't know what that means, but
I should bet on Hammond.
Indiana is surging at 47%.
You should always bet on Hammond.
Dude, I'll bet on Hammond, and then freaking I'll end up sitting next to George Santos in federal.
And
prison.
we can buy a cameo so you can be on LOCPod again.
That'd be great. We don't have to buy it. I'll be next to him. I'll convince him.
This is interesting. One of the people in chat, thank you, Anthony Miletta, said, pretty sure you need an invite code for Polymarket or Kalshi. So you have to know someone who invites you to see the markets.
Oh, that's sketchy as hell.
Agreed.
Wow.
Agreed.
All right, let's go ahead and do some ads. When we come back, we're going to talk to some Micah Beckwith, so stick with us. 219 Development and Bauer Construction. Before I get into the ad, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Don't even read it.
Don't even read
We don't even
it.
have to read your ad today. This was on TV.
Right.
Like big time TV, not LOCPod TV either. Longtime friend of the show and premier studio sponsor, this powerhouse duo represents two outstanding companies deeply invested in building and supporting our hometowns. 219 Development and Bauer Construction. 219 Development is focused on smart, responsible redevelopment across Northwest Indiana, and Bauer Construction is the boots-on-the-ground team that brings those visions to life. They aren't just builders, they're community partners. If you want to build something meaningful in the region or wherever your vision takes you, start with 219 Development and Bauer Construction. Reach them at 219-268-8484.
Jill.
You didn't point
You're
at
number
me.
2.
You didn't
Sorry.
point at me.
Jill.
Thanks. MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on, they're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through the maze of opportunities. Stay in the loop and connected by hitting up their website at mcrpartnersllc.com for tailored assistance. Don't hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon at 219-741-9511.
Misprint Printing. Elevate your brand with Misprint, the premier printing and sign solution in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana with a 40-year legacy of excellence. Their experienced team, led by Rick Baltonsberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing, always on time and within budget. Conveniently located in Munster and Hammond, Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions that leave a lasting impression. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today. Talked to Rick yesterday. He's getting pumped up for the World Cup. Of course, he's a big Netherlands fan, and also he's had a busy summer, so it's good to talk to Rick.
Funny enough, the Branding Room Floor, which is the next ad, I was speaking with the Branding Room Floor about a project that they're doing for me, and it's going to ultimately end up with Misprint Printing. So the last two ads I'm working with currently to get something done right now. So the Branding Room Floor. Don't let your business get lost in the shuffle of generic branding and aimless marketing. The Branding Room Floor is Northwest Indiana's best full-time, full-service marketing agency, providing data-driven results to help your business grow in a crowded market. From website development and digital advertising to graphic design and branding, the Branding Room Floor will set your business or organization on a clear path to strategic success. Don't wait another day to get started. Visit thebrandingroomfloor.com today.
Cantrell & Cantrell, attorneys at law. Are you injured or in trouble with the law? Give Cantrell & Cantrell a call and schedule your consultation with someone who is in court and at the jail every day. Call John Cantrell at 219-554-4LAW or visit their website at bettercallcantrell.com. John and his wife, Kristen, make a great team and are waiting to hear from you.
Thanks to our sponsors.
Goodness Studio sponsor, Power Indiana, Lake County.
Let's go ahead and talk to Micah Beckwith. Indiana Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith is facing national criticism after comments he made during a May 21st appearance on a Christian television program. During the interview, Lieutenant Governor Beckwith referred to Islam as a demonic death cult and said he hated Islam, while adding that he loves Muslims because he hopes they eventually became Christians. The comments drew sharp response from the Council on American Islamic Relations, commonly known as CAIR. The organization condemned Beckwith's remarks and argued that while he has a right to express his religious beliefs, using the platform of Indiana's lieutenant governor to make such statements is harmful to Indiana's Muslim community. CAIR also invited Beckwith to visit a mosque in Indiana and engage directly with the Muslim Hoosiers. Controversy comes amid broader scrutiny of Beckwith's public statements. The article notes previous criticism over comments regarding a high school theater production and earlier remarks about the 3/5 compromise. Beckwith,
I remember that.
yeah,
Oh, he's
he's
hitting all the high ones.
he said, yeah, I agree with the 3/5 compromise, something along those lines.
You
Like,
go.
what the?
Yeah.
Beckwith has built a reputation as an outspoken Christian nationalist and currently helps lead Governor Mike Braun's faith-based initiatives.
I doubt he's leading the Islam faith-based initiatives.
Governor Braun has got to be just so fed up with this guy.
Like, are you kidding me?
And keep in mind, I know we talk about this every time we bring up Micah Beckwith. Governor Braun did not choose Micah Beckwith.
No.
It was a forced marriage. And, I have to give the governor credit. I'm sure he's defending well. He's acting like, they're on the same page. But I'm very interested to see what happens in 2 years at the Republican convention, because I'd bet money that Braun has a different idea about who serves as lieutenant governor during his second term, right?
You would think.
I would
Yeah,
think.
dude, this marriage is not working. This guy is out of control.
He's just very polarizing, and I think it's look, one of the things I think at least my memory of growing up in America is that religious tolerance was a reason people came here, and a reason people got out of where they were, including Catholics that went to Maryland, right, and things like that. And so it's, to me, getting out of an oppressive situation and coming here and being able to express your religious beliefs peacefully and within your own, however you want to express those beliefs, that's America, man. And you can, I guess, Governor or Lieutenant Governor Beckwith, you can say you want them to become Christians all you want. Maybe some of them do, but at the end of the day, I think it's really short-sighted to be calling a religion a demonic death cult when you probably doesn't know much about the religion.
Beckwith's office defended his comments, saying he supports people of all faiths who come to America legally and assimilate into the culture. However, he also argued that Sharia law is incompatible with American values, and said he would not apologize for his belief that the United States should remain one nation under God.
Sharia law is one thing. I think the practice of Islam is a whole other thing. We have a congressman, right? That's Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Andre Carson.
Yeah, Congressman Carson.
I'd be interested to see
what his reaction is.
I'm surprised they didn't go there.
Yeah.
Let's get him on.
I'd love to have him talk about this.
This dispute has reignited debate in Indiana about religious freedom, political rhetoric, and the role of elected officials should play when discussing matters of faith. While supporters see Beckwith as speaking candidly about his religious convictions, critics argue that his comments are divisive and inappropriate for somebody holding statewide office. I'm honestly, I've been mayor 23 years. I don't think I've ever brought up religion in any speech. First off, I'm not the most religious person I've ever met. I'm a Catholic. I go to church on the holidays, and I try to go more often, but I'm a sinner and I don't. Okay,
we're all sinners. But you went to you go to the prayer breakfast every year.
Yeah,
right?
I go to the prayer breakfast. I go to I'm a holiday.
I'm just saying, when you say in 23 years, there are events where you go to which are religious.
I'm not super comfortable. I'm not super comfortable during that event because I'm
conscious of
the separation of church and state.
Yeah,
I'm a believer of the separation. I think that I think people that bring up religion are being politicians. I don't necessarily think they're doing it because that's I think they're doing it because they want to be seen as a holy, and they want to get more votes, and so they bring up and I just don't think it's appropriate.
I think there's
some people
that
bring it up I don't think are super religious. I think they're doing it for political purposes.
Wait, you mean the Trump Bible isn't sincere? Is that not sincere?
Now, who would do that?
Hold
John?
on.
I've said this before in the pod. It's like the front pew people, right? If you're sitting in the front pew at mass, I'm always a little suspect because I'm now, of course, don't get me wrong. There are some older people that need to hear, and I'm not talking about those folks. I know what you mean. But there are some people that I think sit up front because they want to be seen.
You sit in the back.
I generally sit towards the back. Yes, I'm in the back. I'm not in the last pew.
But you're there.
That makes me feel like I'm just trying to make a quick exit.
Kevin and Jan and Kevin's family, they go to church every week, right?
We try to.
Right.
We try to.
Wow.
Right.
But again, whatever. Whatever. Everyone can.
But what I'm saying is, even though you're sitting in the back row,
you're
sitting in the back row, but you go every week,
Whatever.
Well, something.
No.
See,
that
when
doesn't
I
make
go,
me better or worse than anybody else.
When I go to church at St. John Bosco, that's our church. That's where all of our kids went to school. We always sit in the same place. We always have, but it's not. It's towards the front. It's not in the front.
Yeah, whatever. And that's just my. I'm not trying to characterize everyone who sits up there as but there are people that I've seen in the past that. I think would do it because they want to be seen.
Yeah,
because there's hundreds of people at mass. There's hundreds of people at your right. Oh, there's Johnny.
I think it's inappropriate in politics, and
to wear it on your sleeve like some people do, right?
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, I'm a Democrat too, and it's more diverse religiously.
True.
As far as a party, whereas if you're MAGA, it's very Christian oriented. So they're not really trying to bring in all faiths on that team, all due respect, whereas in the Democratic Party, it's a lot more diverse religious-wise.
That's a real good point because I think, you always wonder, like, when an elected official or politician speaks about something like as divisive as religion, you wonder where he's going. And I think it's pretty obvious here. Number one, he's on a Christian television program. Two, his base, he's a pastor of a pretty conservative Christian church. So he's going for the base. He's just trying to, make sure that his base knows where he's at.
But it's, we always hear the big tent. It doesn't seem like a very big tent when you're like excluding people from the tent,
Calling him demonic. Is that really excluding?
I like you all if you guys come over here and start, practicing my religion.
Right.
Then
I'll like you.
Right. Yeah.
So.
But how I just want to say, I always go back to how he became lieutenant governor, Tom, to your point. So you can't be shocked at anything he says because just what that took to that bizarre, it was a convention, right? How he became lieutenant governor, you can't be shocked by what he says now, anything, because he has call it the cojones, whatever. He did something pretty wild to become lieutenant governor.
Yeah, he ran for lieutenant governor.
And he feels like he's got that support.
Which
people
just doesn't...
People don't run for lieutenant governor. He ran for lieutenant governor.
Successfully.
Yeah, he did it. He pulled off a coup. Nobody saw it coming. And by the way, conventions are crazy, and we do have conventions this weekend in Indianapolis, the Democratic Party convention, where there's going to be a big vote that takes place this weekend for Secretary of State, and that's really the main reason they're getting together. I know you have to get together for every 2-year cycle, but the main reason,
main event is the Secretary of State race. Yeah. Just like in the Republican Party in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I mean, we're going to see Diego versus
Ballard.
Yeah, Angling and
I'm sorry,
Angling and the other and the clerk from Knox County, Shelton.
Yeah. Angling and Shelton. Yeah, Shelton's the one that's been running from the beginning.
Yep, and Angling's the darling, I think, of General Rokita and Senator Banks.
So this weekend, Blythe Potter is running against Bo Bai. It's going to be an interesting race. It's tons of energy put into it. I have both candidates they worked great. They both did a great job, honestly. And, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I find it hard to believe that Bo Bai is not going to walk out a winner. But you know what? 2 years ago in the Republican convention, everybody was saying that Governor Braun was going to get his own pick for lieutenant governor, and he ended up in a forced marriage with Micah Beckwith. So, the thing about conventions, it's 2,000 votes?
A couple thousand votes.
Low turnouts.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, anything could happen in those low turnouts.
Wow.
When you have 2,000 votes, anything could happen. I think if Bo Bai runs against Blythe Potter in a regular primary where we're voting, I think Bo Bai easily wins that race. Okay? In a regular primary where voters show up because the Bai name's so recognizable, in a convention, it's a lot
less
different.
Predictable.
It's completely less predictable because I'm sure if Blythe was doing a good job, she was filing people to run for delegate, and it's a muscle contest. Whoever gets the most of their people to file and run as delegates and go down and vote the way they're supposed to, that's how you win. So
I mean, we did it locally in the caucus when you became chairman.
Yeah.
I mean, you were
when I ran for national delegate.
No, I'm talking about against Rudy.
Oh yeah.
When you became county
chairman.
Oh yeah. You remember,
Precinct
Rudy was
people.
the sitting chairman.
Yeah,
and you won the caucus.
People. Right.
Yeah. So
right. Happens.
Yep.
I would think too with the news that Diego's staying in the race and could win that, they would want to put Bai up against Diego.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
Sure. The best chance.
The
Absolutely.
Democrats across the state, they want, like Kevin said on a show, last show or the show before, Diego was saying, the Democrats are coming after me. No, Diego. The Democrats want you to win. Make no mistake about it, right? Because if you win, you're going to lose to one of our two candidates. So we want you to win, Diego. Believe me, we're not attacking you. We're encouraging you to run and do a good job, Diego, because if you're the nominee for the Republican Party, you're not going to win in November.
And the latest news, he said no to a...
Yeah,
is this true?
A
think tank job in D.C.?
Yeah, it was reported that they offered him a job. Remember that was we reported that he was, but recently,
no, they were having trouble finding him a job.
Apparently,
now they
found him a job in D.C.
for $300K or something.
Double his salary,
What?
and he said no.
He said no.
What a moron.
Yes.
He's in it to win
He's in it to win.
If this is true, Diego is dumber than I thought. Because
dude,
he's not going to win. He is not going to win in November.
Not if Ballard makes the ballot.
Take that job.
I was asked the other day on Abdul's show. He asked me about Ballard, and I like what Ballard's doing. I think it's good for all of us that Ballard is creating another legitimate party. Okay, so I was asked about it. I was like, I think it's great, and I think that's unusual for a Democrat to say.
Well,
you
but
know?
you've always been like, we need alternatives.
We do,
right?
we
Yeah,
do.
the
And
two-party
he's creating
system
alternatives.
sometimes, Yeah.
And then he asked me, he said, who do you think Ballard pulls from in this race? Does he pull from Bo Bai or does he pull from Diego? And I said, he named it the Lincoln Party. It's like the Lincoln Party is going to pull Republicans away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to dilute the Republican vote. You're going to have MAGA on one side, and you're going to have the Lincoln Party, and you're going to have the Democrats united. So, I mean,
interesting.
Yeah.
Really interesting. So, all
Hey,
right.
I want to end on a high note.
You please.
I want to give a shout out to Stacy in chat. She
Ooh.
is from Barton's Pizza and
My favorite.
wants
One
to
of my favorite
advertise on LOCPod.
I love Barton's.
We love Barton's.
I
drive my
Barton's.
ass across town to go to Barton's.
Yes.
I've never had that.
It is.
Oh,
Oh,
Joe,
you're
it's
missing
so
out.
good.
It is.
Barton,
It is our go-to.
the bomb.
So, Stacy,
pizza.
consider this a free first ad for Barton's.
Yes.
We all love Barton's.
I drive across town to go to Barton's,
Yeah.
Stacey.
It is
So
a must at
it's
our
a-
house.
If we have that ad on the air, we will talk about your pizza every week, every
Yeah.
show.
I'm
about
getting
how
hungry.
awesome
Should bring
is.
it in.
Yes.
Oh,
For the first one, we
please.
should.
for sure.
They have to bust out that pizza oven early in the morning. No, it's
Yeah.
fine.
It's an early morning
cold
pizza.
pizza's fine too.
Yeah. Is that pizza oven working at 7:30 a.m.? I doubt it. But
It's good cold too.
But just shoot us a message. Steve will get back to you. We'd
Steve
love
at
to have you.
LOCPod. What is it? What's the?
You just shoot us a Facebook
Yeah.
message. Big balls at LOCPod.
big balls at LOCPod. Hey, by the way, my wife just reminded me there's a big train coming through Hessville. Big baby
It's called
or
like
something.
Big Boy.
Big boy, big baby.
It's the
big
biggest
mama.
biggest steam engine in the world.
Yes.
Whoa.
And,
Yes.
and everybody's excited. There's a bunch of people out there, and they're like, "Are you going, Mayor?" And I'm like, "I fucking hate trains, dude. Like, I don't even like Big Mama, whatever the fuck that is."
Big Boy.
Big boy,
I
Big
think
Mama.
actually,
Going to see Big Mama come. My luck, that motherfucking train's gonna stop in Hammond and block traffic for hours. I can see it already. So
So here's our local paper announcing the big boy, and it's a picture of a car.
car.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's
I don't
going
know.
on
Big
anymore.
boy,
I
the
think
Monte Carlo.
I saw that. Actually, I talked to our city engineer Dean Button, and he said he brought his grandson to West Chicago yesterday to see it. So
It's going through Hammond
It's going
today.
through Hammond today.
Marissa
yeah.
told me I should stop there because there's
Union
a lot of
Pacific.
my bosses. A lot of my bosses are there.
You better
There
get over
it
there.
is.
Big boy coming through Hammond. You watch. It's going to
There's Big
stop
Boy.
and block traffic. Son of a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because that's what they do in Hammond. They're like, oh, we made it across the entire country and we stopped in Hessville for 4 hours. So, my luck.
And everyone will blame the mayor.
I know. And then
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
This is crazy. People are in chat saying they're watching us, but they're at the
Thank you.
the location.
Hi,
right now.
everybody. Love you all.
beautiful
I'm
day
coming
in
by to see
Hessville.
Big Mama. I'll be there in a few.
Big Mama.
Ask Big Mama to wait for me. I was talking about Marissa. That's what I call her.
Oh boy. They're probably telling her that right now.
Don't tell her that, please.
What a show this has been.
Wrap it up.
Marissa's listening.
Wrap us up.
Marissa listens to every show.
Man, Tom has had an
Jana is
energy
not
this
listening.
morning.
I have energy.
What's
Jana's-
going on? Did you wake up on the right side of the bed?
I woke up on the right side of the bed.
Got some
Okay.
sleep.
Yeah.
Cubs won.
I got a good a phone call on the way here.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was nice.
Is
a
it
nice
one of
phone
those calls we might learn more about?
It was a nice
later?
phone call.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a, hey, Tom, you're a great mayor.
Oh.
Aw.
I get those often
From Big Mama.
from Big Mama. Yeah,
Thanks,
right,
Marissa.
right.
I got to get on the podcast now.
That's what I call Marissa. Yeah, Big Mama.
Wrap
she's,
us up.
She's like 105 pounds. It would be an inappropriate comment from Marissa.
We're not getting into Marissa's weight. man.
Love Marissa.
I'm not even saying a thing.
I love Big Mama. So, all right.
right.
Thanks. I'll be at Hessville. Just check it out. Nice to see you all. Thanks for listening to LOCPod. We appreciate you all. We'll be back on Tuesday with another high quality show like the one you just heard. That was sarcasm. Thanks, Kevin. It's always
like
great.
that.
Yes.
Jill, thank you for this shedding flower.
Go ears.
Jill's got a big
go
cleanup.
ears.
Literally
Ever.
died
Go
during
ears
the
go.
episode.
I know, dude. Like, I have a
Delicate.
feeling your yard looks like white flowers all over the place.
It does not.
Go ears go.
Jay Vaz, go ears.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, man. And we'll be back on Tuesday, everybody. We appreciate you, our sponsors, our listeners, the chat members. We couldn't do it without you guys. Thanks, you, everybody. And we will see you back on Tuesday for another great episode. Take care, everybody. LOCPod's out.